Hi Virgos, and welcome to your monthly tarot reading for the month of October. So as always, this is going to be a general reading. I've shuffled all of the cards already, so let's just go straight into it. Okay, so first of all, starting off in your present, the energy of your present is the Knight of Pentacles. And immediately when I was dealing this out on the table, I straight away got the vibe that right now is a period of intense work for you. Like you've just got your head down, you're busy, maybe you're dealing with multiple different things at once, and you're really in this phase of just work, work, work. And maybe you feel like you just need to kind of get through it at the moment. Some of you might be feeling that it's because you don't quite have enough money right now, or you're trying to save money, or like earn more money by doing overtime or something like that. There's also a feeling in your present of being stuck, because I have the Wheel of Fortune, but it's with a card about anxiety and the Three of Wands. So it's like you have an idea of what you want to do and what the future should look like, but you can't quite get there now, which makes so much sense for so many of us, because obviously our lives have kind of been turned upside down by COVID, so it could well be related to that. But it's like there's something jarring that wheel. There's something that's stopping that wheel from turning and stopping things from moving. So that's causing some frustration, some anxiety, and maybe some sleepless nights as well. In the center of your reading, though, I have got that you're starting to overcome some limiting beliefs that you had around sharing a message of some kind, whether it's just generally being a bit more authentic and kind of taking off the masks and revealing your true self to the world, or like you've literally started sharing a message, like maybe you've just started an Instagram page or a podcast or something like that, and you're starting to overcome the limiting beliefs that you had before, which stopped you from starting it then. So you're overcoming that in order to share your message and really stepping into this role, particularly for those of you females watching this, into that role of that fiery, magical woman who people are just drawn to because you share your message with like bravely, boldly, and you're going to attract people as you do that as well. Okay, so going into your future, I have the energy of justice. So I think that's coming up to say that this work you're doing in the present is going to be rewarded. So if you are really working hard now and maybe you feel overburdened or you're just really, really putting in a lot of hours, it's saying that in the future you will be rewarded for that. So the universe sees what you're doing, it knows the effort and the energy that you're putting in, and that will come back to you somehow through the law of karma. There is going to be a much better beginning for you as you go forward. So this phase that you're in right now is only a phase. It's a phase of hard work, and you will come out the other side of that and move away from that phase. So that's definitely good news. I have got your intuition developing. So in the near future, I feel like it's almost tied to the fact that you're going to have a little bit more space. Like when you have a bit more room to breathe and you're not so overloaded and so busy, with that extra space comes an extra level of awakening. Because I have the High Priestess and I have the Star, and I also have the King of Cups, the most intuitive king. So yeah, there's going to be another level of awakening happening. I actually wrote a post on Instagram recently. My Instagram is at Roberta, that said so many psychics and astrologers are saying that in October and November there's going to be this huge wave of awakening. So this definitely ties in with that. I have the High Priestess and the Star. So lots of people are going to be waking up, and I think that includes you as well. And obviously, you know, you probably feel like you already have woken up, but it's continual layers. We're never fully done with our awakening. There's also going to be a change in the way that you do things. Like maybe this period you're in now has really made you realize, okay, I don't want to do the things which don't light me up and make me feel like I just have to do them, the obligations that maybe don't even get you that good results. In the future, you're definitely learning that actually the way that you have the most energy and the most motivation is when you're following the things that you love, the things that you really enjoy. That is when your passion comes out and that amazing energy comes out that allows you to go so much further and last so much longer, because your energy doesn't run out so quickly and doesn't feel like such a burden. So this is a whole new lesson for you. This is a whole new cycle of your life where you're learning that by following what you love, it gives you so much more energy and doesn't feel like as much of a burden. So yeah, this phase you're in right now is definitely like a lesson. This is a lesson. If you are feeling like you're overworked and you're not particularly enjoying what you have going on right now, then it's definitely pointing to the fact that, okay, in the future, you need to follow what you love more. Instead of being that reliable Virgo, super organized, perfectionist, doing all the things that need to be done, it's asking for a new approach. And I think you're naturally going to feel that, and you're going to feel drawn to that new approach, because this is, like I said, a whole new cycle, a whole new beginning in the way that you do things, in the way that you work. And also the outcome of your reading, you have the same message again. So it's a death with the Emperor. So this means that death to structure, an end of structure. You won't be working in the same way. You're going to be walking away from old ways of doing things and old ways of working. So that's the same message again. This is all about you walking away from old ways of working, old ways of doing things which didn't align with you. And we've also had the Virgo new moon recently, so I feel like this ties in with that as well. And just, yeah, definitely saying you need to start following what you love more. You almost need to be less kind of reliable in a way, less doing all the things that everyone else wants you to do, all the things that you think you should do, all the things you have done before. If they don't light you up now, maybe they did light you up, but if they don't now, then it's time to do things differently. That is what your message is. It's all about working in a new way, following what you love, and that's actually going to get you the better results as well. So let's pull some advice cards for you. Count your rainbows, not your thunderstorms. This card urges you to think about the positive, what you think about, you bring about. Peace. A peaceful road awaits. That's really fitting, because yeah, definitely with this new way that you're going to be seeing the world and living your life, it will of course be much more peaceful. It's going to flow so much better. And don't sweat the small stuff. Again, not to get anxious about your to-do list, the things that you think you should be doing. Instead, this is really about you learning a whole new way of doing things so that you don't get in the same situation again. Whatever I face, I remain true to myself and my ideals. Have the power to change my life today. You have the power to change your life today. So you can definitely change the way that you do things, even if it's the way that you always have done things. It's time to try something new. Feel protected and secure. Your guides are always with you. They always have your back. So the universe absolutely supports you in this new way of doing things that you're going to be trying out. And I think you'll find it a lot more enjoyable, a lot more fulfilling. And the universe wants you to do that. Sometimes when it piles so much stuff on and makes us feel really burdened with something, it's to make us realize that actually, yeah, you can't take any more. If we're just going along and we can handle it, then we're not going to change anything. So we have to get to that breaking point in order to make that change. And I think that's what's happening now within your way of doing things in your work life. Manifestation, use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcomes. So yeah, you're manifesting a better future for yourself. If you've been asking for less stress, a different kind of lifestyle, this is actually what's being given to you right now, because it's making you see and realize what you need to change in order to get there. Twin flame. So for those of you who've been asking for a sign about your love life, this is your sign. Or maybe you've been learning about twin flames recently and wondering, you know, is this person a twin flame? And this card is coming to say yes. And listen to your intuitive feelings. That is so perfect to end this reading on, because it's just saying that your feelings are the most important thing. And sometimes we can get so trapped in our heads. I'm a Virgo rising, and that definitely happens to me, that over analytical thinking, and then also being so busy with doing as well that you also don't have time to really consider how you feel. And this is asking us to step into our intuition and our feeling and really follow that joy. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Remember to hit subscribe so you know when your video comes out for next month. If you want a personal tarot reading of your own, then do head to the link just underneath this video. But until next time, I hope you have an incredible month of October, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye bye.